Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully, you click the like button as well. And if you're feeling extra generous, please share this video. Go to the share button below the video, copy the link, and share it on Facebook, inside of Facebook groups, X, Reddit, LinkedIn, wherever you can share it, share it. All right, share it. I'm a little upset this morning, but I got a long drive to make, so this is not going to be a really long live stream. But I watched the entire Kamala Harris, Tim Waltz CNN video interview with Dana Bash, and I don't know why I was expecting more. I guess because I still have somewhat of a heart of a liberal. And I just wanted to hear something, some hope, something. Because if this lady does end up becoming the president, I want to know that my family is going to be okay. I want to know that this country is going to be okay. Guess what? I don't feel that way after watching her interview. I don't feel that way after watching her taking softball question after softball question. I don't feel that way after Dana Bash. Oh my gracious, this was ridiculous. Dana Bash kept interrupting JD Vance when she interviewed him. Kamala Harris, she didn't interview her. I mean, she didn't interrupt her once. And not only that, but she started the interview off with multiple choice questions. I mean, multiple choice answers. Do you feel this way, or do you feel this way, or is it this way? And it's embarrassing. I'm looking at the comments right now in one of CNN's biggest videos. This video got 1 million views in 13 hours, and it's from when Dana Bash asked Kamala Harris about Donald Trump speaking on her race, being black. She's acting like she's black for the black vote, which she is. But we're not even going to cover that. And she went to next question, right? This bad boy got 1 million views in 13 hours. But the reason why I'm pointing that out is because look here, right here inside the comments. The comments is nothing but people speaking truthfully about this interview and how much of a disgrace it was. I wonder how how America would look if they voted based on logic and not emotion. We all know where that's coming from. We can't watch the pre-taped interview live unless we pay. This is critical information about potentially the future president. What the F? Really? No full interview? They hype this thing up. This is what you get. CNN, you suck. What a waste of time. What a waste of time you are, CNN. You ask the stupidest questions. And this goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Nobody enjoyed this interview. And the reason why nobody enjoyed this interview is because it was fake. They was protecting Kamala again. And they are afraid for her to be on her own too, for some strange reason. Again, guys, hit the like button. I ain't going to talk too much because I got a lot of other things to show y'all very quickly. But I want to show y'all Trump's response to how they are handling Kamala Harris right now with baby gloves. Check this out, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. This is crazy.
I saw her make a speech. It was so bad. And after they get off, this was one of the greatest performances we've ever seen in our country. With me, I make a speech. I speak for 2 hours. Everybody loves it. I got thousands of people, by the way, outside trying to get in. They never said Trump's a great speaker. I don't even want that, but I must be a great speaker, right? I must. We got thousands of people.
A lot ahead as we roll into tonight's exclusive interview with Vice President Harris and Tim Waltz. First, the one asking the question, CNN chief political correspondent Dana Bash. Dana, I'm very curious to see how this went. One of the major points of criticism against the vice president is how she has changed some of her past policy positions. What did she have to say?
Well, Anderson, I asked her about some of those key policy positions, those that really matter to voters, not just here in Georgia, but particularly voters in the must-win state for her of Pennsylvania, issues like fracking, the Green New Deal, and also her changes on immigration. She explained some of those changes, but even more broadly, I wanted to know what she thought voters should take from her evolution. Generally speaking, how should voters look at some of the changes that you've made, that you've explained some of here in your policy? Is it because you have more experience now and you've learned more about the information? Is it because you were running for president in a Democratic primary? And should they feel comfortable and confident that what you're saying now is going to be your policy moving forward?
Dana, I think the most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective.
Who gives a damn? You don't even have a policy perspective. You really don't. And the fact that Dana Bash started this off with multiple choice answers shows that she did not take this seriously at all. She didn't take it seriously because nobody is taking Kamala Harris seriously as the president. Whenever she starts to talk about her record, the record she talks about is when she was an attorney. The record she talks about is when she was a Senate in the Senate. And guess what? She didn't even have a good record then. But she goes on and on and on, lying as if the last 10 years was the reason why we're in this situation. Hold up, what happened 10 years ago? She wants you to count back to 10 years ago. Okay. Why are we doing that? We're doing that because she wants to place blame on Trump for everything, even the border wall, who she says Trump killed the bill. And I'm going to show you something from her Twitter, from her X account, that people are going in on her about this right here. But anyway, let's continue to hear her lie. Okay.
And decisions is my values have not changed. You mentioned the Green New Deal. I have always believed, and I have worked on it, that the climate crisis is real, that it is an urgent matter to which we should apply metrics that include holding ourselves to deadlines around time. We did that with the Inflation Reduction Act. We have set goals for the United States of America and by extension the globe around when we should meet certain standards for reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. As an example, that value has not changed. My value around what we need to do to secure our border, that value has not changed. I spent 2 terms as the Attorney General of California prosecuting transnational criminal organizations, violations of American laws regarding the illegal passage of guns, drugs, and human beings across our border. My values have not changed.
And Anderson, of course, we talked about the issues confronting voters right now, most is explicitly the crisis of affordability. People are having challenges buying groceries, buying homes, renting housing. And so those are some of the issues that we talked about with regard to what she would do in the future and how that lines up with what she and President Biden have done for the past 3.5 years, among some of the other topics we talked about.
And one of those topics they did not talk about was illegal immigrants taking over cities like Aurora, Colorado, and how the mayor confirmed that this is actually happening, how they are taking over apartments at gunpoint by the mobs. They are taking over Target parking lots. They are taking over whatever they want right now. And guess what? They are being financed to do so. They are driving vehicles and none of them have driver's licenses. Please make that make sense. They are walking around with a pocket full of money and none of them have businesses or jobs here. Please make that make sense. All of this is funded by the federal government, but Dana Bash didn't see it important enough to ask Kamala Harris any of these questions. And then when she asked her about the illegal immigration and the border, and she tried to act like she was being tough, she said, well, you guys have been in office for the last 3.5 years. How is this Trump's fault? And she said that Trump killed the bill by using his friends to do so. Dana Bash did not ask her any follow-up questions. She just moved on to the next question like it was nothing. And the reason why she did that is because, well, she didn't do that. The editors did it. The editors went crazy on this interview. They tried to make it so Kamala Harris didn't embarrass herself too much, that they protected the one that they want to escort safely into the seat of the president of the United States of America. That's the problem with them right now. And guess what? What's cuz name? Ghostface, ghost hair, gray hair, Ghostface. He's not going to ask her anything to hold her feet to the fire either. Check this out.
What did the vice president have to say about this past month and what it's been like, how she found out that President Biden was stepping aside? I don't know. Did she tell any details on that?
She did. She talked about the phone call that she got, Anderson, on July 21st, 2024. It was a Sunday. We all remember.
It was a Sunday. She was making pancakes with her nieces. We were having such a wonderful day. Her nieces wanted pancakes. They said, Auntie, can you make me more pancakes? And I said, yeah, I'll make you more pancakes because we're such a big loving family. All my family is staying with me. And then the phone call came. And he said that he would not be able to move forward. And he's passing the torch to me and blah, 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 blah. Who gives a flying who cares? Who cares? If y'all saw it, this is what came from it. Understand this. I'm going to watch things that most conservatives are not going to watch, and I'm going to watch it with an objective way of thinking, of listening. I'm actually going to hear what she has to say because I'm trying to figure out if she is ready for this job. She is not. I know. People keep on saying she has all of these qualifications. She's been in the government. She's been a senator. She's been a lawyer. She's been vice president. She's been. Well, I'm listening to her speak, and she cannot communicate her points very well at all to let me know as a voter. And this is how we should always approach these things, not just one-sided. We should approach them holding people's feet to the fire, holding them accountable, especially if they get our vote. They need to earn our votes, not simply because they were placed in position as a DEI hire. Yes, I said it. You was placed in position as a diversity, equity, and inclusion hire because Joe Biden was told that the black community would not support him as president unless he put a black woman on the ticket. He found the person that was closest to that description, and he put her on the ticket. But before he put her on the ticket, nobody was caring about her lawyer record. But now we want to act like we give a damn about it. She talked about illegal immigration, and she's asked about illegal immigration, but instead of her saying what she did in the last 3.5 years as VP against illegal immigration, she goes to her lawyer bag as I used to prosecute people, and now you have a prosecutor against a convict. It's the perfect story. I'm the hero, and he's the villain. They think that we're stupid. They think that we're dumb as hell, man. And guess what? The Democrats are playing into this whole narrative. They are playing into it. They're like, she don't have to have interviews. She don't have to answer those questions. She just have to stay there, look strong, and she can do what the white man does because she's just as good because she's a black woman. She's a black woman, which is also up for debate. That's why when they asked her the question, what did she say? Next question. Why did she say next question? She said next question because she knew that if she got into that, she would get embarrassed again. She would have to answer how are you a black African American when your father is a Jamaican, born in Jamaica, and your mom is an Indian, full-blooded Indian that were also not born here, but because they are of a darker hue and they got some melanin to their skin, you consider yourself African American. Okay, got you. And that's the problem that I have with this whole thing. Hold on, let me pull up another one I have for you guys. So when she was speaking yesterday, And shout out to Lou Valentino, shout out to Devoy Darkins, a few others who caught this. But apparently she glitched like a real freaking computer. She had a Biden moment. She had a Joe Biden moment. Maybe this is running around rampant in the White House, where everyone that worked there has a Biden moment from time to time. And she said he even called for the termination of the United States Supreme Court, the supreme land of our nation, the United States Constitution. Reason why she had that foul up is because she don't know a damn thing about the Constitution at all. And when she has to speak freely on world affairs, this is what you're going to get from her. This is why they coddle her so much. This is why they protect her so much. This is why they prevent her from going out there and having interviews without having a support governor dog beside her, who will soon potentially be her VP. I'm sorry. Let me read these daggone super chats, man. Before I'm just getting a little flabbergasted right now. My apologies, guys. My first one, it says, well, disease testing 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. And shout out to we love our babies. Next bill will allow illegal immigrants to run for president. Oh, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They're already giving them thousands of dollars to apply for home loans. How are they going to pay for a home loan and they don't even have a career that they've had for years? They don't have record showing that they can pay these loans off. Why don't they need record to show that they can pay these loans off? It's because they are giving them these loans, not expecting for them to pay a dime back. They don't care about the trillions of dollars of deficit that we have. They don't care about the United States veterans and homeless individuals, citizens out here who are just trying to survive. They will rather send all of their money to another country and say that it's because of security, says to make sure that we're in a better position to protect ourselves against dictators like Putin. They will make up whatever they want to make up, and I keep on cutting myself short from cursing. I want to curse so bad, but I'm not. But here's the thing, and let me play this before I start running my mouth. Thank you so much for the super chat. I keep on saying that, man, but I'm just a little upset right now. I watched the debate. I watched the interview, and I was expecting a little bit more. And then, hold on. One last thing. So while she's having the interview, Trump and Tulsi Gabbard do exactly what I said Kamala needs to be doing. They did a town hall. They got it popping in front of people. They are addressing the voters the way that they should. You got Donald Trump being interviewed by all of these podcasters, big names. You got him being interviewed by Dr. Phil. You got him going on rallies, talking. You got him having town halls and answering questions, not caring about what the question is. He's just saying, look, I just want you to be knowledgeable about who you're voting for and what's happening. It's kind of crazy that they're trying to paint Donald Trump as being the lesser of the two, and they're trying to paint Donald Trump as being irresponsible, as being demonstrative, and many other adjectives that none of us want to identify with. But this guy is going out there as the adult in a suit, the Navy suit with a long red tie, and saying, this is what I plan on doing for the country. This is what I plan on doing for the nation. I will answer your questions whether you like me or not. This brother is going to the national, what is it? The National Association for Black Journalists, setting in the fire. He knew that they was going to bring the heat. He knew that they weren't going to address him with like Mr. President or hug on him and show love. He knew that. But he don't care about that. This dude just want to get the information out there and let people know that I'm the right person for the job. But we got the Democrats. We got the Democrats who are playing fast and loose with our country, not really giving a flying F of what the future looks like for our kids and our kids' kids. We got the Democrats who are encouraging parents to allow puberty blockers in elementary school. Not realizing that in elementary school, we don't know who we are yet. In elementary school, we are trying to figure things out. When we become teenagers and when we're in middle school and when we're in high school, we start to look at the opposite sex. We start to look at ourselves differently. We start to learn more about the world. And we want to live our own lives from there. But when you take puberty blockers, now you got these boys with low testosterone, super small dinglings because they taking puberty blockers. Girls can't grow their breast back because they're taking puberty blockers. Think about that. We are killing future generations by simply being silly. Let's watch this glitching, and I'm just doing too much talking. My bad, guys. I'm a little passionate about this today because I watched it hoping for something that I did not receive.
He even called for termination of the United States Supreme, the supreme land of our nation.
He even called for the United States he even called for the get your lie straight. Get your daggone lie straight. Let's play it again. Don't make no daggone sense.
He even called for termination of the United States Supreme, the supreme land of our nation, the United States Constitution.
And you know what's sad? Just like there's been many times where I was a minister of music or I was a praise and worship leader. You know what I mean? You got to get in front of the church while the church is filling up, and you just got to speak life into the building. You got to let people know that this is about to be a good service. You let people know that they are blessed. You let people know that God is in the building. You let people know that we need you to join together to bring God's spirit in this place. Let's be positive about what's about to happen and all this other stuff, right? And while you're up there, even if you're singing a song, you got the black congregation, you got the congregation behind you, right? And I say black because I only went to black churches mostly. I went to a bunch of churches, and we sung at a lot of churches and whatnot too. But even if you sound like crap, they're gonna be like, don't worry about it. You got it, girl. You got it, boy. You got this. Go ahead and sing your song. Go ahead and preach your message. Go ahead, even if you're bad. So you got a whole bunch of people standing behind Kamala at this moment while she's stumbling and mumbling, cackling the way she usually does, and they don't care that she's not making any sense. They're like, well, we still gonna vote for her. We still gonna vote for her. What does it say? Smart something on their phone, on their shirt? Smart? Well, Kamala don't sound very smart right now. I'm sorry. She just don't sound very smart. Does she sound very smart to you? I'm gonna play it just one more time.
He even called for termination of the United States Supreme, the supreme land of our nation, the United States Constitution.
Honestly, I don't even think she wanted to say the United States Constitution. I think that she was trying to find a way to not say anything about any documents dealing with the United States of America, because I don't think she loved this country at all. As a matter of fact, I don't think that anybody that's voting for her loved this country. Although they claim they do, they don't, because if you look at the policies, if you look at what they stand for, you said, my values have not changed. You damn right your values have not changed. Your value, I agree. Your values have not changed. But how is that a selling point? That's not a selling point. That right there, if anything, lose you votes. I'm praying that your values do daggone change. Your values have not changed? Oh, I'm definitely not voting for you. I'm surprised that most people didn't hear that and be like, whoa, that's all I need to hear. Her values haven't changed. In the last 3.5 years, running next to Biden, doing everything that they could possibly do to ruin this daggone country. And her values have not changed. Not only that, but she's bragging about it. Thank you so much for the super chat, K-Dub. It says, I love your show. I finally caught a live. You're the best. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I'm not the best, but I'm on my way. I might be one day. American for America. California just passed a law that gives $150,000 to illegals to buy a house at 0 interest. If I was a voter of if I was a voter of Kamala, I would feel like this was a slap. As a matter of fact, every citizen of the United States of America should feel like this is a slap in the face, should be utterly disrespected, should feel disrespected by this, period. Oregon is giving $30,000 down payment. Vote them all out. And they're doing it. They already have it written. I don't know if y'all saw it already, but they're not only are they giving $30,000 down payment, but they're only doing it for illegal immigrants. This $30,000 is not for American citizens. So this is what happened. More than likely, you got a boatload of immigrants who came here the right way, and they got some money now. They got some sway, and they are doing what they have to do to give votes. Look, I'm trying to make some sense of it. They're trying to do what they could possibly do to give opportunities to other illegal immigrants. So they're putting money out there, and they're saying this is only for people like me, who was an illegal immigrant at one point, and I became a citizen, and now I want to make sure I look out for them. That's the only way this makes sense to me, because the federal government is not making sense to me. They're not making sense at all to me right now. Not bringing people through this country the way that they are, providing them with finances the way that they are, making sure that if they commit a crime, they're not charged nowhere near the amount of time that an American citizen is. They're not being sent back. They're receiving gift cards, credit cards. They're receiving free stay in hotels or other buildings where they can put them. I don't get it, bro. And I'm all for people migrating to other places for a better life. I'm all for it. I'm not trying to hate on these individuals at all. But we see what's happening. They are creating new voters. They have simply said, if you don't rock with us, F you, we will get new people. That's all they're saying. The Democrats are saying, if you don't rock with us, F you. Read between the lines. We will get new voters. And we will give them the world so that they can only vote for us. Thank you so much for the super chat, K-Dub. Again, it says, is there any place to watch the full interview? It's all in parts and pieces. It was like a 20-piece nugget meal. CNN is selling it. It's on CNN's website. You have to pay to watch it. More than likely, they will be putting out the entire video, the entire interview, and probably today or tomorrow. But if you want to watch it in real time or early, you had to pay for it. They're showing segments of it because they know that it was trash, and they had to just put out these talking points to make her look good. Even that sit down with Tim Walz sitting right beside her, bruh, it did not help her. Even Tim Walz was not asked fair questions. This dude was sitting there just looking stupid, like the entire time. And then they tried to make it emotional, showing pictures of his son crying at the DNC. And they said, you must have a great relationship with your son. Like, American don't give a damn about that. Much love to his son, much love to everybody's families. I want everybody's families to do well. But I don't give a damn about that. That's not going to earn my vote. It's not. This is how we should be as voters. I don't care about the person. What are you going to do for the country? Are we going to be in a better position if you take over? And right now, if you can form your lips to say that Kamala is a better choice than Trump, you are out your rabbit ass mind. Anyway, let's move on. Thank you so much for the super chat, K-Dub. I appreciate it. Lori, thank you for the super chat. It says, I'm a breast cancer survivor. Wow. Congratulations. I've been through a double mastectomy, and put on hormone blockers, and it made me, oh my gracious, wanting to unalive. I was 49. This is not for kids. Bruh. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? A side effect of hormone blockers. Do y'all hear that? But then when they do commit those crimes against themselves, when they do take themselves out of here for whatever reason, they make it seem like they did it because of bullying. They make it seem like these people did this because you did not accept them in society, because you made it so hard for them to be themselves. That's why they make it seem that way. It's all about how you paint the picture. And the way they're painting it right now is just to put Kamala in that seat. That's it. Come hell or high water, indictment or whatever, they will make sure Kamala is in that seat. That's why I want Trump to win. I'm just gonna put that out there. I want Trump to win. Simply so because I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair what they're doing. But life is not fair. So I'm not even gonna try to fake like I believe that life is fair, because it isn't. It isn't. But here's a new policy that will be, and this is for the ladies. Shout out to the ladies for this right here. But this is another new policy that will be coming out by Kamala Harris very soon. And also is something that Michelle Obama said that she had done. But I'm not going to get into that. Shout out to Trump for coming out with this new IVF policy for ladies. Check this out. Have y'all heard this one? Here you go.
I'm announcing today in a major statement that under the Trump administration, your government will pay for, or your insurance company will be mandated to pay for, all costs associated with IVF treatment, fertilization for women, IVF treatment. Because we want more babies, to put it very nicely. And for this same reason, we will also allow new parents to deduct major newborn expenses from their taxes, so that parents that have a beautiful baby will be able. So we're pro-family. Nobody's ever said that before. But the IVF treatments are expensive. It's very hard for many people to do it and to get it. But I've been in favor of IVF right from the beginning.
And so has Michelle Obama, apparently, who claimed that she also received IVF treatments. And hold on, here you go, right here, actually, where she says that she benefited off of it.
Taking away our freedom to control our bodies, the freedom to become a mother through IVF like I did. Those things are not going to improve the health outcomes of our wives, mothers, and daughters.
Now, they claim that they support women. They claim that they support daughters and sons and all this other stuff. You have Donald J. Trump trying his best to preserve the American family. Trying his best to preserve the American family. He wants people to have beautiful babies. Some of you are going completely against that. Y'all don't want no babies. Y'all just want voters. Y'all just want backers. Y'all just want donors. Y'all just want somebody to support whatever nonsense y'all want to start off. That's it. Y'all don't want families. The nuclear family, you're completely against it. They are completely against it. How can you vote for that, bro? Or sis, how can you vote for anybody who's against the nuclear family? How can you do that? That makes absolutely no sense to me. There's no damn future if we don't have people. Please make that make sense. Thank you so much for the super chat. Look, Laquita Richardson. Oh, you got a black name. Laquita. Yeah. Laquita, I bet your middle name is like Nicole or something like that. Laquita Nicole. I'm sure your middle name flows with your first name. It says, Van, we never fear the work of the devil. Jesus still sits on the throne. You are absolutely right. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises will continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his holy name together. I fear no man. I fear nothing. Once I put it up there to God, I forget about it. Because if you're going to pray about it, don't worry. If you're going to worry, don't pray. They don't go together. It's like oil and water. It does not mix. All right. So I'm rocking with you 1000%. Thank you so much for that. You just now lifted my spirit, Laquita. Thank you so much. Because Jesus does sit high on the throne. And guess what? It's even sad. You can't even say that on airways nowadays without fear of being demonetized or receiving a strike or a community guidelines violation. Get out of here, bro. This demonic ass world we're living in, bro. John O'Rourke, thank you so much for the super chat. $30,000 for more than 20. Okay, $30,000. That's more than the $25,000 American first time home buyers. Yep, obviously. Why not? Why not make it more? Why not do more for the illegal immigrants? They've done more for our country than Americans have. Y'all know I'm playing. I'm being facetious. Thank you so much for the super chat, Patrick. It says, by the way, I feel for the cancer survivor. Let her know to check into sound. Believe it or not, they can cure cancer with sound now, but they won't let it out. They make too much money on the disease. Okay, first of all, this is all by Patrick. Patrick said that. This is alleged, but if it works, do it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the information as well. I apologize for being so upset during this live stream. This is just, it's just bothering me. I am taking this election a little seriously, but at the end of the day, I appreciate y'all being on this journey and this ride with me. Please hit that like button for me if you haven't already. Hit the like button for me if you haven't already. Answer the poll that's inside of here if you haven't already. Let me see how many people answered this poll. The poll reads, after Kamala Harris CNN interview, I respect CNN more because Dana Bass asks tough questions, or B, less because CNN is a biased joke. 91% of you said CNN is a biased joke. 9% of you said Dana asks tough questions, so I respect her more. Thank y'all so much for participating in that. 1,028 of you answered that poll. Thank you so much. All of my blues, thank you for pulling up and helping out. I really appreciate it. Everyone that that participated in the side of the chat, respectfully, thank you so much. Regardless if you're for Trump or Kamala, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to my perspective. And hopefully something positive can come from this. All right. Let's continue to have these uncomfortable conversations and stop being afraid to tell people who you're voting for. Stop being afraid to tell people where you stand politically. All right. We need to have these conversations because too many people are quiet and dumb and don't give a damn. On our way out, I want to show y'all this one video from Benny Johnson just to show y'all where people are. These individuals came from the neighborhood, well, the backyard of Barack Obama, actually. These individuals were asked questions by Benny Johnson. And check this out. I just want y'all to hear it for yourself. I'm not going to interrupt it, but here we go, guys. Y'all are absolutely awesome, by the way. All right, here we go. It's important that you'll see why I'm playing this. You'll see why I'm playing it. Here we go.
I vote for Trump. I go for Donald Trump. Me too. I go for Trump.
Who are you voting for in 2024?
Trump too.
And why is that, ma'am?
He the best president ever.
Has Barack Obama done anything for around here? And
He never did anything since he been in office.
Now, reason why he said Barack Obama is because these people are being asked. Look, he says, I asked neighbors, Barack Obama's neighbors on the south side of Chicago, who they want for president. Okay? That's the reason why he's playing this right here. These are people who live in the same area as President Barack Obama. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he out. Trump, the best.
Barack Obama, I ain't got no message for him. I don't mess with Barack Obama.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Trump supporter. Trump do more for black people and care more about black people. And Barack Obama ain't black. Just to let that be known.
All right. What about Kamala Harris?
I don't f with her either.
Yeah.
All Trump all day.
Yeah. What's your message to Donald Trump today?
Keep going. Come get us, man. We waiting on you.
I'm a Trump supporter, man. We gonna keep this going. Trump, he a real businessman. I'm a real Republican, man. I want Trump back in office second term.
What would be your message to Barack Obama?
Oh, pump some money in here. Pump some money like Trump, you know?
Your message to Donald Trump?
Come on, man. Get us to the Super Bowl, bro. Make America great, man. That's all I can say. Make America great.
Everyone's so friendly around here.
Yeah.
Everyone's so friendly around here. I need chain game. Like this. Here we go. Here we go.
What's up, my
Who we
guy?
need up in there? Who we finna let drop a bag in the hood? Who we want to get the bag
Hey,
back
y'all,
going in the
hey,
hood?
y'all know we gonna need Trump in that joint. Y'all
You
know
know
we
gonna
gonna
find
need
a
Trump
soul
in that
around
joint.
here. Ain't gonna say Trump.
Y'all got to dig what's going on, man.
Yeah, I'm taking over Benny Show, man. It's Odie, man. I'm a YouTuber, man. Y'all get at me, man. But everything Trump over on this side of town. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can go everywhere. You see.
Now, I will say this, and this is, I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. These videos are cute. Okay? It's cute. You go around the world, go around the United States, and you talk to regular people, and they tell you the truth when they are in front of the camera. But they aren't doing their research. They're not. A lot of these people aren't going to show up at the polls. They're not. They don't take politics that seriously. They don't. But one thing I do appreciate about them is how bold they are and how they are willing to go against the status quo. Because when you're in these environments, you lose friendships. You lose your job sometimes. Other workers and employees at your job, they start looking at you like you're a piece of sugar honey iced tea because you have a different way of thinking. And I don't know why most of these jobs are more liberal than they are conservative, but that just is what it is, right? But we need more people not to just say it, that I just want Trump because he dumped money into the city. Who gives a damn about him dumping money into the city? Stop being willing to have your votes be paid for. Like, is that all it takes? If I dump some money into your city, you're going to vote for me too? I think that's idiotic. Yes, I played it. I wanted y'all to see a perspective of some people in these environments, in these neighborhoods, and how they feel. But at the end of the day, unless they're going to go out there and learn more about what's going on both sides, they are effed. Unless they are actually going to show up to the polling booth and vote, they are effed. A lot of these people really believe that as long as you are passionate about it, that you will go out there and vote. They're going to tell their friends that they're voting for Biden, or that they're voting for Kamala. We need to take this more seriously, man. Stop playing games, bro. Stop playing games. There's so many games. I do know that there's a certain level of immaturity you have to be before you start to really pay attention to these things, whether you're young or old. But please start paying more attention. These videos, again, they're cute, but these videos are not going to put Trump back in office. It's not. It's not. Sorry, it just isn't. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Love y'all, man. See y'all on the next live stream. Thanks again for being a part of the LFR family and what we are doing. And I look forward to seeing you on the next stream. I said it would be a short stream, and I lied. I didn't mean it. I meant it at the time. I didn't know that I was going to start covering too many things. I need to be more disciplined in that. But I'll see y'all on the next live stream, man. Love y'all. And we got one more super chat just came in. I believe that people in Chicago and New York will vote. Well, from your lips to God's ears. Love y'all, man. Continue to give God praise, glory, and honor for waking you up another day, giving you another day to get it right, to do it right. Do not take this day for granted. All right? Do not take this day for granted. Take one step toward that goal that you have. All right? Be better. Eat less fried sugar, honey iced tea. Eat some healthy foods. Drink more water. Eat more fruit. Eat more vegetables. Walk more. Be more active. Make more love. But make love to the person that you actually give a damn about. Don't just put your ding-a-ling inside of just anything. Ladies, don't let people just have sex and just use your body just for that feeling. That feeling will go away immediately. All right? Be more responsible. Think about the future. All right? That's what we're about over here. That's what we're about over here. None of us are perfect, but all of us want to get better each day. All right? Encourage other people to be better. And when you walk by that mirror that's in your home, all of those mirrors, you better make sure that you show that person the most love that they've ever been showed, because this world is evil. And it starts with you, the love that you show. Love y'all, man. See y'all next live stream. Peace.